Hey guys, this is Tyler Britt, your Instructional Technology Coordinator with another edition of Snack Pack, Rapid Fire PD. Today I'm going to show you a couple of features that are in Google Docs. It's actually kind of a twofer today. I'm going to show you how to easily get to some of the templates that are in Google Docs. Many of us who used Microsoft Word for years and years remember that when you open a new document, you could use some templates they already had created for you that sort of got you going. Like if you were doing a resume or a newsletter or a business letter, something like that. I'm going to show you how to get to that in Google Docs. And I'm also going to show you a feature that's really handy called Publish to the Web. Now when you publish something to the web, basically what you do is you take your document and you create a web link that links just to that document as a website. So you don't have to actually share anything. So what I'm going to show you, the way I'm going to show you to use this today is, let's say you're going to create some type of newsletter for patrons or parents, and you're going to use a template in Google Docs to create this newsletter, and then you're going to publish it to the web so that all you have to do is send a link in an email, like maybe through SysK12 or through a Google group you've created, so that people can access that document without actually sharing or attaching something in your email. So let me show you. I'm just in my regular drive here through my district account. I'm going to hit New, and I'm going to go down to Google Docs. So I'm just opening a regular Google document, just like I normally would. Now, those of you that are familiar with the Docs homepage, the fact that Google Docs has its own landing page, you can get to these templates just by going to docs.google.com. But you can also get to it just by starting a new blank document right here in your own drive. So I've just created a new blank Google document. I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to come over here to New, and then I have an option to create any of these different documents or features in Google Drive. I'm going to hit From Template. Okay. So what that's going to do is, it looks like my computer is being a little slow. What that's going to do is it's going to open up some Google Docs templates for me. You'll see that it really just redirects me back to that Google Docs landing page for those of you that are familiar with that. But I've got some recently used templates that I can use here. They give me some resumes, some letters, some things like that. Here's a few things that are supposed to be for education, and then work. I'm just going to come down here to a newsletter. I'm just going to pick, I like this little geometric design here. I'm just going to hit this geometric newsletter. And what it's going to do is it's going to redirect me back to Google Docs into an editing mode so that I can adapt this, and it's going to work just like any other template you've used in the past. Most of us have pulled a template and used it in some capacity before. I'm just going to hit got it here. So I'm going to go ahead and rename my newsletter, because let's say that this is class news, and maybe this is January 5th, 2016, if you can believe it. So maybe I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing. Mr. Britt's Class News. Welcome to 2016. You know, whatever. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to change my images. I'm going to delete what I don't want. Yada, yada, yada. Let's say that I've created this nice little 2-page newsletter. It's pretty attractive. It looks great. And I want to get it to my parents. But I don't really want to. I could download it as a PDF and email it as an attachment. But I'm going to show you an alternative to that. I'm going to show you something called Publish to the Web. So what I've done after I've created the file, and you can do this with any Google document, I'm just using a newsletter as an example. I'm going to hit File, and I'm going to come down here to Publish to the Web. Okay, I'm going to click on Publish to the Web. I get two choices here. The first choice is what most people would use, and that's just a link. It's going to create a unique URL or link that when someone clicks on it, they're going to be taken to a new tab in their browser that's going to display my document. They don't have to be logged into Google. I don't have to share anything with them. It's not an attachment. It's creating a web page, okay? The other option is that I can embed this. Let's say that I'm using something like Google Sites already with my families. Maybe I've got a little Google web page set up for my class or whatever. I can get the iframe embed code right here and just embed this to somewhere else on the web, okay? I'm going to go ahead and hit link. Before I hit publish, I'm going to come down here to this little drop down, publish content and settings. I just want to show you that by default, you do not have to have an RQS account. You don't have to be signed in with your Raytown account to see this document. So just be aware that whatever you publish, you are publishing to the web. Now, it's not going to go in Google's crawl search or anything, so it's not likely to be found by someone that doesn't have the link, but we want to be precautious, so be conscientious about the information you're putting out here. Keep it general. And then this other thing that's marked by default is really nice. It's ticked automatically republish when changes are made. So this means that you still get that beautiful part of cloud computing that if you go into your newsletter a day after you send the link and realize you made a mistake, that you had a date wrong for the day of your final, or maybe your art music PE rotation was off a day or something, you can go in and make that update, and it will automatically update the next time that person clicks the link. So you can go in and make changes without having to download again, send out another attachment and say, sorry, please look at this one, not the previous one, I had an error. That's one of those beautiful things about Google Drive and that whole idea of cloud computing, is that everyone has the current stuff all the time. So I don't have to do anything here, I just wanted to show you what that was. I'm going to go ahead and hit the publish link. It's going to say, are you sure you want to publish this section? This is a good reality check. Make sure that you are publishing material that's okay to be published on the web. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I get this long URL, which is not really user-friendly, but I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And I'll show you, let's say that I go ahead and send an email, and my parents click on that link. I'm going to hit paste and go. They're going to get a copy of my newsletter right here in a web page. They didn't have to share anything. They didn't have to download anything. Okay. So again, two things I wanted to show you today. The Google Docs templates that you can use, and I also wanted to show you that handy little feature of publish to the web. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you can find some application for this, whether with your parents or with your students. And until next time, onward we go.